Hello, good morning. You are welcome to Stock TV. On this episode, I have my colleague here with me.
Glad to talk here. Good morning.
My name is Haruna Kebira. Without much ado, we want to look at what happened on the floor of the Nigeria Stock Exchange between Monday, the 8th of September, and Friday, the 15th of September. I will quickly look at the index movement. The index started on Monday with 35,957.24 and closed on Friday at 35,005.57, losing 951.57 points. The week actually lost 265 basis points, that's a minus 2.65 for the week. The month to date is a negative of 1.41%, while the contract today is still positive, is at 5.70, and the year to date is at 13.26. Let's quickly look at the gainers. During the week, the top gainer is NEM. NEM Insurance gained 19 kobo to close at 190 kobo, representing 90%. While C and Analysts gained 30 kobo to also close at 190 kobo, gaining 12.26%. International Breweries gained 3 naira 38 kobo. Air Services gained 54 kobo to close at 6 naira 50 kobo, representing 9.06%. UACN gained 85 kobo to close at 15 naira 45 kobo, representing 5.82%. And top losers for the week: Named lost 13 kobo to close at 70 kobo, representing minus 15.66%. Skybank lost 7 kobo to close as 52 kobo, representing 11.86%. May Abeka lost 32 kobo to close at 2 naira 68 kobo, representing 10.67%. And Flour Mills lost 2.60, 2 naira 60 kobo to close at 27 naira 40 kobo, representing 8.67% loss. While Leakage Assurance lost 5 kobo to close at 59 kobo, representing 7.81%. And during the week, there was markdown. Unity Capital Insurance was marked down for 5 kobo, and the price is still 50 kobo because that is where it has been. We call it the bus stop price. While Honeywell Flour Mill was marked down for 6 kobo. As at the time of its markdown, the price was 2 naira 4 kobo, but we saw Honey Flour Mill in the loser sheet. It actually closed 1 naira 90 kobo. And there were some news, Mr. Bright, during the week that actually we think that may move the market. For the very first time, though I know that it's a part of a post-listing requirement by listed company to get to the Nigeria Stock Exchange and the shareholders, especially those that were unable to attend their AGM. And we see Owando is posting the outcome of their AGM on the site of the Nigeria Stock Exchange. What do you think about that?
You see, something like that, for Owando to have posted such an information, the outcome of the AGM shows that the information is significant. And if you look at what happened in the AGM, they need to let other stakeholders that were unable to attend the AGM know that yes, the shareholders still pass a vote of confidence on the management of Owando to run the company in the foreseeable future.
Are you sure that there was no the nays are absent? Anyway, we leave that for another day. You see, Stanbic IBTC recently declared the 60 kobo interim dividend, and they are calling for scrip option, and I think they want to open it up to 2020, which means that between now and 2020, when you have a position in Stanbic IBTC and they are declaring dividend, you have the option of going for scrip. And this one, they are doing it, I think, at the reference price at 39 naira 45 kobo. You know the number of dividend that you need to get at least one unit. How do you look at that?
Yes, the policy by them is a strong one, but I also want them to look at the issue of unclaimed dividend. Now, for those that have not been able to claim their dividend due to one reason or the other, and this option is there, let them find a way to see how this option actually can meet this particular set of shareholders, meet their interest.
Because if you are going for script issue with your CSCS account will be credited.
It's
The
as easy
allotment will go
as,
straight
it's
to
as easy as that.
yes, yes.
It's as easy as that. So
I think I should be.
we should look at that option too.
Then during the week, we saw there was a contract signed by Tripartite Party between the Julius Berger federal government and liquefied natural gas. And I didn't see a movement in the price of Julius Berger. A whopping 120 billion contract, and it's not making any impact on its price.
That's the contract sum in question is about 90% of their annual turnover. If you look at their annual reports for 2015 and 2016, you will know that that sum is massive. So let us assume that sum is coming in the next 2 or 3 years. Then you should know that that will have to the top line of Julius Berger. Then if they are able to manage the costs significantly, the bottom line should be better for it. I think that contract is worth it, and Julius Berger should go for it. On the share price movement, we need not to worry about the share price movement because most shares traded on Julius Berger, they always block trade. So we should expect within some time from now, we'll see some trade on Julius Berger for some investors to actually show that yes, they are back to that stocks.
Why has the price not been impacted?
It can be immediate because what we've just seen is an agreement is an invitation to treat in quote, and is even more than that because they've signed it already. So it's an expected revenue which will always come in. So it's just for the investing public to watch out for their third quarter report to see how they may be able to reduce the loss so far reported in previous quarters.
Mr. Bright, you are an economics, you are a broker on the floor of the Nigeria Stock Exchange, and we have been hearing news. There have been news everywhere, which was believed that we have gotten out of recession. And we have also seen news that the barrel at all time has gone to $55.99.
Okay.
And it's also reported that our reserve have hit 31-week high of 33 billion.
Okay.
And it's also reported too that there is a decline in CPI, Consumer Price Index. With all these things put together, what do you think will be the impact of it in the market?
There's a channel within which we can actually assess these factors you've just mentioned. Their channel is the foreign exchange rate. If you look at the foreign exchange rate, despite these figures that have just been rolled out, the exchange rate is still having its bad day in the parallel market. As at the last traded, as at the official date of trading, talking about 15th of September, it closed at about 364 compared to 363 averagely traded the previous day. So it will take a long time before this issue of increase in reserve affecting the market positively.
Don't you think that is giving us a go-hard look in the international community, making us credit worthy? And now I'm looking at it that it means that we can buy, we can trade conveniently with our counterpart in the international market.
Sure. That's a clear point, and like I said, let's just hold on and see how these statistics will play out. Don't forget, by November we'll be having this major review by MSCI. So these are factors we cannot in our own just push away like that, because one, our market is foreign driven, and most of these foreign organizations have a way they impact on investor psyche in the market.
But I am of the opinion that as all these figures become positive, that is like it's going to put us on the good book of MSCI.
It still depends. Outside that factor, they also look at the overall thing. They look at is how your FS policy is actually being managed. Otherwise, whatever we do and the FS policy is still this normal, we will surely have them hitting us from behind.
Anyway, that is for that. Dangote Cement that they unarguably try to be the #1 cement company in Africa. It's taking up the whole share of PPC South Africa. Is there any takeaway from that?
Well, before he must have bidded for that entity in South Africa, I know he must have calculated his risk, because you operate efficiently in an area you understand the terrain. So let's see how it's going about it. I want to believe the parties working to get this whole business consolidated have a better knowledge of the operating environment in South Africa.
How is that going to impact on the price of the share price of Dangote Cement?
Surely, if such integration happens to drive its top line and and also the bottom line, it should impact on Dangote Cement share price positively. Because whatever they are doing will amount to how does it impact on shareholders' value.
We saw that the index lost the week in review. How do you think that the market is going to look like going forward?
Yes, in the last 2 weeks, I would say the market had been more of a bearish market than a bullish market. And I don't see this changing significantly, because in as much as the sell pressure is there are some policies that might be imminent, which some of us are not privy to, that is in the hands of these policymakers or close associated with the policymakers. So if you see the way the prices have been traded so far, it will tell you that there are more monies leaving the market than coming in.
Let me ask you, are you thinking that we are in the season? That is why the market is bearish, or maybe there are other things that are responsible, maybe the policy you have just talked about. If the policies were to be in the other way, do you think that we would have seen a bullish run in this same period of September?
We should have, because if you go by the statistics we recorded in the first and second quarter, as at the end of each quarter, particularly first quarter, second quarter, most of these banking stocks witnessed a rally before the publication of the expected quarterly reports. I can give you an instance. If you check what happened to Stanbic, GT, Access, UBA, First Bank, before the end of second quarter, before the publication of second quarter report, you will see that price started rallying. Why? Because there was this positive sentiment in the market, and the economy itself also experienced some stability in the forex market. But for some time now, in recent past, you will agree with me that the uncertainty in the system is still there, and is if not rising. So this could have created a scenario that will make investors to act the way we've seen.
Have a party to the market.
Thank you.
Now, if anybody approached you now and said, bros, as a stockbroker, I have like 1 million naira I want to put in the market next week. Is there any stock, a particular stock that you will be recommending? Or is there any particular thing you will ask the person to look out for while investing? Or you just simply tell the person, go and put your money in the money market?
Well, if we look at the reports so far submitted, the first and second report, and the price associated with this report, and the current market price, we will know that the prices of some of these stocks are low for investors to take position in. So the market is always there, the risk is always there, the reward is always there. It's just for you to discern and know where to place your money. The banking stocks, the food and beverage sector, these places offer, these sectors offer investors some good amount of potential return on their investment.
I think for a quick takeaway, I've said this severally, that figures don't have emotion.
Sure.
I think for any discerning investor, what you look for those equities that have the numbers, the big numbers, that have fundamentals. Look at Air Service. The last time I saw Air Service, do you know how much it was? We just reported it's 6.50 naira. Why? Because of fundamental. The market may shy away in the beginning, but when the chips are down, just the way it is, this period, the market will always look for those stocks that have the fundamentals. If you want to put your money anywhere, please look at the numbers critically. A man may get up from his house and the wife get him hungered, and that changes his mood for that day, but it never does for number. 3% is 3% no matter where you take it to. Before we come your way again next week, put that at the back of your mind and let it guide your trading. We wish you a bullish day.
Yeah.